Hi, this is Paul. I'm going to make a video about Melissa Barrera. She's the actress that's being fired from the Scream franchise, with Scream 7 specifically, because of her supposed for her comments about the Israel-Hamas war, or according to Spyglass Media Entertainment, her hate speech. Uh, and please feel free to hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to read from The Hill, and also I think from Rolling Stone, but and I'll leave the links to those articles in the description box so you can check them out for yourself. The production company behind Scream says Melissa Barrera is no longer involved with the next movie in the franchise, following what is called her hate speech on social media about the Israeli-Hamas war. Spyglass Media Group, which produces the famed horror series, confirmed that they gave a statement to Variety on Tuesday. Spyglass stance is unequivocally clear. We have a zero tolerance for anti-Semitism, or the incitement of hate form in any speech, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech, the statement from the Spyglass spokesman said. Barrera, 33, had referred to Israel as a colonized land on social media, according to Variety. The form also circulated an anti-Semitic trope that Jews control the media, the outlet reported. As a result, Barrera won't appear in Scream 7, which is currently in production. Okay, in October Instagram post, Barrera shared a message with her more than 1 million followers, demanding that Congress and President Biden and other world leaders call for immediate de-escalation and ceasefire in the Gaza and Israeli before another life is lost. We must end the bombing of Gaza, secure the safe release of all hostages, and demand adequate access to humanitarian aid to reach the people that desperately need it. And then it says spokesman for Barrera couldn't immediately be reached. This really disappoints me. And like I said, this is the studio. Like I said, that's a private company, so they have the right to fire her if they feel that way. But I think it's totally wrong. Okay, people do have a right to their opinion, even if you don't agree with it. And I think just to fire her for her opinion, okay, to me, and they say it's anti-Semitic, like saying the Jews control the media. Of course, to me that's one of those tropes and stuff. But her asking basically for peace, to me, is ridiculous reason to fire somebody. Okay, that's saying, please, enough. Okay, I definitely feel like Israel has the right to defend themselves, and I have no problem with them going after Hamas. I think that's the right thing to do. Okay, but tons of people, Palestinians, have died. Okay, and thankfully, unfortunately, hopefully, starting tomorrow, there's going to be a ceasefire for 4 days, and hostages are going to get released. So that's a good thing. Okay, and people calling for peace, to me, is never a reason to fire somebody. Now, they're saying that her speech was leading into anti-Semitism. When you disagree with somebody, that's not automatically, to me, anti-Semitism. But some of these media outlets and some of these groups decide that if you're against Israel in any way, if you voice any opposition to it, they call you anti-Semitic and try to shut it down. And I think this is a shame that she got fired for basically her opinion. Okay, she has no power to change people's lives and stuff, but they're still going to fire her. And like I said, they're a private company; they can do that if they want to. But I think it's going to lead to a backlash against them. And also, Jenny Ortega is not going to be in Scream 7 also. Now, they're saying, conveniently enough, that she was going to exit Scream 7 anyway because she's going to be filming Wednesday Season 2 in Ireland, so she won't be available for Scream 7, which I call BS on it. And again, this is my opinion about this. Okay, because a lot of people think that because people were calling for her to boycott it anyway, and then they released a statement, I think today, saying that she was going to not be in it because, she got to film Wednesday 2, Season 2. It's kind of a strange coincidence that it happens, but now they're trying to say, well, at least Deadline is trying to say that, oh no, this was decided way before the strike that she was going to be filming Wednesday 2, so she wasn't going to be in it, which I think is a bunch of BS, because I think it's convenient now for them they could just write out both sisters and stuff, I guess, and move on. But I think there's going to be a backlash against this Scream against the Scream franchise. I think the next Scream 7 is probably not, unless they bring who they fired, what's her name? I forgot. I was going to say Courtney Cox, not Courtney Cox, and not Sydney Prescott. They bring what's her name back? I can't remember her name now. I'm drawing a complete blank on her name. Sydney, the character Sydney Prescott. I've got the actress's name right now. I'm drawing a blank on her name. But if they, unless they bring her back, uh, I don't know. The franchise, this franchise is going to be, and even the director said, who's not, there's going to be a new director coming on. He said this sucks, and it wasn't my choice. And then he yanked that down off of Instagram real quick because probably somebody spoke to him. But I think it's a bunch of BS, firing her before her opinion. If you don't like, what she says, that's her opinion. Okay. Again, what she says doesn't affect the people in Israel, doesn't affect the people in Palestine even. She's just basically calling for peace and giving her opinion on what she feels is what's happening. Now you can disagree with her opinion about what's happening and say it's wrong what she thinks, and okay, but at least have the discussion. Okay, when you silence somebody, basically firing her is basically silencing her. Well, I guess she can still talk, she can still post on Instagram, I guess. But if you silence her career or cancel them, excuse me, it kind of shuts everything down. Okay, and I think that's a bunch of BS where you can't have dialogue about that. If you people feel that she's wrong and she's trafficking in anti-Semitic, tropes, have a conversation with her. Okay, try to set her straight or try to have a dialogue back and forth with her instead of just saying, we're just going to fire her and that's the end of that. Okay, I think that's a bunch of BS, and I definitely think people are going to boycott Scream 7 for them firing her. and whether Jenny Ortega quit her on her own or I think it's convenient that that she's gonna that they said I definitely think she would have been in Scream 7 even if she couldn't film the whole movie. I think they would at least film the cameo, maybe even killed her character off in the beginning of it. They could have done that real quick, I think. But to have her just completely quit the film, okay, is kind of suspicious, which makes me think that she did basically tell him, I'm not going to come back, okay, because maybe she was going to come back even just for if it was just a cameo in the beginning where they kill off her character and stuff, and so that way she can go continue to film, Wednesday season 2. I think it's extremely convenient. I think that she is quitting the film in solidarity with Melissa Barrera, her co-star, and I wonder if her other co-stars, the other 2 survivors in that movie, will if they're gonna quit or well, they probably got contracts, so they can't quit. But like I said, the only way I think this is going to work for them is if they bring back, if they bring back, I'm gonna say Sydney Prescott. I'm trying to remember her name. Hold on, I'm typing this so I can remember it. I can't remember her name. Nev Campbell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that, Nev. But I think that's the only way that this movie Scream 7 will ever go into production because unless they bring her back, pay her. And again, I should have figured this because they're a bunch of cheap mother effers, okay, for not paying Nev Campbell the money, okay, that she rightly earned for being in these movies and stuff. So they wrote her out of the movies, okay? And now they really need her. So they're going to have to cough up that money if they want to bring Nev Campbell back. And I think that's the only way Scream 7 gets made, unless Nev Campbell comes back as Sidney Prescott. I think that's the only way this movie gets made because I definitely think people are going to boycott this for this firing of Melissa Barrera for her comments about the Israel-Hamas situation. I think that's just a bunch of BS. And like I said, if they feel that her comments are treading into that line of anti-Semitism, why not have a dialogue with her and say, listen, you're wrong on this, and let me explain how, why I think you're wrong on this, and at least have the dialogue instead of just basically canceling her. And I feel bad for her, and hopefully this doesn't affect her Hollywood career. I hope she continues to make movies, but this was like her biggest franchise, so I'm really kind of mad, or my heart breaks for her that that she got fired from this movie, which I think was a total bunch of BS. Okay, I really think it is. Okay, and that's my opinion on that. Like I said, I do. Israel has the right to defend themselves. Okay, and eliminate Hamas as much as they can. I definitely feel that's their right, but I definitely also feel at the same time that there should be, more humanitarian aid. excuse me, moved into the Gaza Strip. excuse me, and more, Palestinians get their rights and stuff. I definitely feel that same way as well. So that's why I think it's a bunch of BS. But like I said, Spyglass, they're a private company, so they legally they can fire her. I don't know. I don't think she has much recourse in terms of them, firing her, because I'm sure they have something in the contract saying, they can fire her for cause and stuff, and they're probably using this for the reason for firing. And I think it's a bunch of BS, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think about this whole situation. This Melissa Barrera firing, and of course Jenna Ortega not coming back. Hold on. Like I said before, they said that they're saying basically that Jenna Ortega was not coming back anyway because, and they said that, Christopher Landon, that's the guy who's going to direct Scream 7. He said in deleted post on Twitter or X, okay, everything sucks. Stop yelling. This was not my decision to make. And then they yanked it down. Probably the producers got to him and told him that, they yanked that down. Now Scream 7 doesn't even have a release date. Okay. Now, like I said, these exit of both lead actors I don't think it's gonna bode well for this Scream 7. Okay, so like I said, unless they bring Sidney Prescott back, Nev Campbell, I don't see how Scream 7 gets made. I really don't. Okay, because it's just a bunch of BS. Like I said, that again, for her opinion, she's getting fired. Okay, and like I said before, if they think her comments are crossing the line, why not have a conversation with her and try to explain to her, listen, this is why I think you're wrong in this, and have that dialogue instead of just getting rid of the star of the movie. I think this is a bunch of BS. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Also, down below is again, like I said, I'll leave a link to the Rolling Stone article, and I think there's a Deadline article as well. Okay, down below, I'll leave the links to that so you can read, read basically what I said down below, and also have links down below to my main channel, Trepacer, as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. My Patreon is only $5 a month. Tons of content on there: Marvel shows, DC shows, movies. Follow link down below, $5 a month if you want to support me that way. Also, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long. Take care.